You're someone who's this Gangsta with a video, and today we're going to be taking a look at something a bit different than usual, you could say. Today we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 favourite Kantai collection characters from the show and the game, because I like it. I like Kantai collection, and I love the characters, in fact. And obviously I love it that much that I decided to do the crack videos, and I'm doing a little something else. So the characters will be characters either from the show or from the actual game itself. Unfortunately, ships from games like that Chinese one, Warship Girls, will not be included. So unfortunately, there's practically no British ship on this list. This will also perform on the factors of historically how they were and how they were in the game and anime. So anyway, let's go into the list, starting at number 10. And at number 10, we have Hibiki. Yes, she's the last of the Akatsuki class destroyers, and she survived the war, actually. That's what I like about her. She has a nice little bit of history about her. The story's quite sad in comparison to some ships, because her sisters all died and she was a lone survivor, and then she was given to the Russians and she became communist. But she's quite interesting, and I liked her in the anime. Occasionally say dropping that Korosho, and she basically owned everyone by hitting them on the heads. And at number 9, we have Atago. She's a fantastic ship. The personality I like, the character design I like, and really the history I sort of like as well. In fact, it was very close between Atago and Tako, but I decided with Atago, because she's a badass looking premium World of Warships. And if you know how to use her, then you're a freaking god in that game. But in fact, she was a very painful ship to sink in World War II. And she just has a really nice looking design to her in game, anime, and in real life. Banzai! And at number 8, we have Tenryu, yes, of the Tenryu class cruiser. She doesn't look that good in real life, but she just looked absolute badass. And that was one of the things that I couldn't wait for the film when that was released. I couldn't wait for a character to be introduced, and boy, even though she was in it for a very little part, she was absolutely fantastic with the eye patch, the little metal ear things, and that freaking badass sword where she just basically cut that freaking abyssal in two like it was made out of nothing. And she also has a very nice personality and she's quite a funny character to her, and that's why she is at number 8. At number 7, with no surprise, a bit of a surprise and no surprise, we have Fubuki. Yes, the main character of the actual TV show itself, and one of the starter ships. The reason why I like Fubuki is nothing to do with her historicalness, but it's to do with the fact that she has of a character in the show. In the show, basically, if you haven't watched it, she's terrible at her job, Akagi saves her, and then basically she gets this whole determination to go and be Akagi's consort, escort essentially. And so she keeps on doing everything and everything and everything, and she keeps on failing, and she just gets up and tries again and again and again, and it takes real guts to do that, and eventually she changes herself to become better and she gets remodeled, and that is why Fubuki is at number 7. Not because she's the main character, but because she has the determination, and I love that determination. And that's why she's at number 7. At number 6, we have Shigure. Yes, you know why I like Shigure. Saddest of them all. Saddest, one of the Shiratsu class destroyers, and her story was so sad. It was absolute barbaric. Too soon! And that's why she's at number 6. And she also has a nice little personality about her, and character design. At number 5, we have Mutsu. Yes, I love Mutsu. She's a fantastic ship. She is. In reality, she just sucked because she just blew up instantly. But in the actual show and everything, she's fantastic. She's sort of the vice secretary, and I see a lot of my character and Mutsu's character, because actually I'm sort of the second ranking type guy at you know what. And Mutsu is a lot different than her older sister Nagato. She's more sort of kinder and less strict, and really I see myself a bit like a Mutsu. And so that's why she's such a great character. And she also has a very nice character design and development, and a very nice voice. And that is why she is at number 5. At number 4, we have the badass aircraft carrier, Kaiga. She is my favourite aircraft carrier from World War II, favourite Japanese aircraft carrier, basically badass. Even in real life, she was a badass. she was a battleship, which was converted to a aircraft carrier, and then after that, she took part in, you know, striking Hawaii and all that, and then she basically got ripped apart at Midway. But in the show, she is badass. Okay, that is one thing for sure, we know for a fact. And it's just absolutely hilarious seeing her and Zukaku at each other's throat throughout the entire show, being at each other's throat. How Zukaku launches the planes and Kaiga manages to kill the enemy before her. I just love that antagonistic ship between the pair of them. I just love it. And that's why she is at number 4, because she is a pure badass. At number 3, we have no doubt Daichi. Yes, Daichi is my favourite destroyer from World War II. Yep, this is when we're hitting the big guns, boys. She's my favourite destroyer from World War II, my favourite Japanese destroyer, and it's not because of the character, it's not because of the constant play, well it is partially, but it's also because of the historical point of view. At the Battle of Guadalcanal, she messed up the Americans. She didn't get the nickname just for being pretty, Nightmare Solomon. She got it because she was absolute nuts. She went straight at USS Atlanta without even knowing, and then at the last second just launched all of her torps at all the ships, scraped along the side, and basically, I don't know. Nobody knows what happened at Guadalcanal. It's part of the history buff code. We're not allowed to say what happened. If you say what happened, you're a dick. So Daichi is a badass character. I originally hated her because of that constant ploy, but when she got upgraded and she brought me back for the second time I watched it, she was freaking badass. And she was badass in the film as well. And that is why she's at number 3. At number 2, we have Kongo. Yes, obviously I love Kongo. Partially because of the character, partially because of the history. Really, it's the history. Sort of. The funny thing about Kongo is, it was correct. She was English. She was built in England and sold to the Japanese along with the design. And then basically later she turned against her old country and attacked them in World War II. Thing is about Kongo, she was actually the only thing that really sort of kept me liking the show. I actually hated it originally because a certain character wasn't in it, and I didn't really take care in the show, in fact. But then obviously I'd watched some scenes on YouTube again, and I saw the Kongo scenes, and I thought, wow, this character's funny. And she's an absolute fantastic character. She's Japanese with British sort of roots, constantly likes tea and whatever, and she's a hilarious character at times, and she's just fantastic. Every single part of her, the design, the personality, and the history to it is absolute fantastic, and that is why she's at number 2. And at number 1, it is without a doubt Bismarck. The reason why is because Bismarck is Bismarck, you know. If you watch my top 5 ships from World War II, number 1 is in fact Bismarck on that, because Bismarck was the first. Bismarck is the most powerful warship ever, and she is my favourite character. She was what inspired me into Kantai Collection. Basically, what happened was that I watched GUP, didn't I, originally, and then I saw this Kantai Collection, and I was like, what's this? This stupid. Japanese weirdos. I wonder if they have Bismarck. And it was just instantaneously, Bismarck. I was like, yes. And so, that's the reason why. But if you don't know about Bismarck, basically, one hit killed a ship. Everybody argues, but it was Prince Eugen that hit her originally, and then Bismarck sort of finished the job. She freaking fought against the entire British Navy and went down guns blazing. And she had one of the best admirals of all time aboard her. And that is why she's a fantastic personality. She has a fantastic character design. Everything about her is just fantastic, and that's why I love her, and that is why she is number 1 favourite Kantai Collection character. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just really wanted to do this sort of because I sort of planned it in advance. I know some of them aren't there that you probably like, but I like them. I might do another list, maybe, if they add in more characters, but they very rarely add in a lot. They only add in like 2 or 3 a year. You know, they only recently added in like another British ship, so we've only got 2 to pick from, haven't we? But I should be doing another top 10 list, probably that of GUP, because I love the characters in GUP, another show I love, Girls and Panzer. The announcement that I have to make is that I'll be working on another Kantai video. No, it is not a crack video. It is something completely different, but obviously as you can see, I was trying to edit something. The editing seemed a bit... Why did I do it? Because I wanted to test my editing skills. I wanted to find out if I could actually do an abridged series. Yes, I'm trying to do an abridged series of Kantai Collection. I've got a couple of people that I know who sort of want to do it. I haven't really told them. I just told them that it's going to be like a parody series of a TV show, and they sort of went, yeah, whatever. They were happy to help because I'm helping them with their audiobook series. I'll leave a link down in the description. And really, no one has ever really attempted it before. Someone has, but they got copyrighted to hell for it. So I need to contact that YouTuber first, find out why they got copyrighted, why they got blocked, and blah blah blah, before I can move any step forward. It hasn't been confirmed 100%, but when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Just like I said ages ago, I was going to write a book. And I'm writing that bloody book right now. Which I'm going to write this book after I do this video. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been my top 10 favourite Kantai Collection characters. What are your favourite characters? Are there any on the list that you like, or are there very different ones like Prince Eugen, Warspite, yada yada yada? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And as always, peace out, mommies.